Dr. Alphonsus D'Souza, convener of the conference, Dr. Noor Mubashir, organizing secretary of the conference, and the other dignitaries. Let's all welcome them with a round of applause. Dignitaries to come and occupy the seat on the dais. The road to success is not an easy path to walk. Only the ones with strong determination could go for the fruit of it. Winners don't do different things. Rather, they do things differently. They take an extra mile to reach up the destination. A warm and pleasant morning to one and all gathered here. I, Ms. Panchama Asin, Assistant Professor, Department of Political Science, deem it my privilege to host the valedictory ceremony of this 3-day international conference on digital transformation, sustainability and well-being, a new perspective. Every morning is a sunshine, every day is a challenge, and every day is a gift. To give the first fruit of the day to the Almighty God, may I invite the college choir led by Mr. Joel, Assistant Professor, Department of Christianity, to invoke God's blessings.
योग्यता से बद के दिया है अपनी दया से तूने मुझे, मांगने से ज्यादा मिला मुझे, आभारी हूँ प्रभु में। धन्यवाद के साथ स्तुति गाऊंगा। हे प्रभु मेरे खुदा, उपकार तेरे हे बेशुमार। हे प्रभु कोटि कोटि स्तुति धन्यवाद।
Thank you, friends, for invoking the blessings of God on all of us. Welcoming is the noblest act. To welcome is to show honor. And by welcoming, we make everyone feel at home amidst us. May I now request Dr. Purnima, HOD, Department of Hindi, and the coordinator of this conference to welcome the gathering.
A very good afternoon to one and all. Respected dignitaries on the dais, of the dais, scholars, teachers, and dear students. A warm welcome to the Valedictory program of the 3 days International Conference on Digital Transformation, Sustainability, and Well-being, a New Perspective, in association with Xavier Board of Higher Education and ICT Academy. Sustainable digital transformation is about doing the right thing by building the things right. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome our beloved chief guest, Reverend Dr. Varghese, Provincial Superior, CMI, St. Paul's Province, Mysore. A warm welcome, Father. I would like to welcome President of the Valedictory Ceremony, Reverend Monsignor Dr. Dominic Vaz, Episcopal Vicar, Diocese of Mysore. Father completed his studies from St. PHILOMENA'S College, Mysore and Kerala University, post-graduation from Karnataka University, Dharwad, and PhD from Bangalore University. His religious studies were from Mangalore, Kerala, Rome, and Bombay. He rendered his service as the rector for Pushpashrama College of Philosophy, Mysore, Superior Infant Jesus Shrine, Mangalore, Provincial Superior for Karnataka Goa Province, Secretary for All India Christian Philosophers Association, Convener for Carmelite Family, Secretary for CRI, India's Priest Sectors. Presently, he is the Director of Dhyanavana Center of International Spirituality, Mysore, President of Mysore CRI, and Episcopal Vicar for Religious in the Diocese of Mysore. Father published many articles and books. It's our privilege to have him as the President of this Valedictory program. A very warm welcome to you, dear Father. A leader who builds characters, inspires dreams, encourages creativity, and builds confidence is none other than our beloved Reverend Father, Dr. Bernard Prakash Barnes, Rector Manager, St. Philomena's Educational Institutions, Mysore. A very warm welcome, Father. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Yes, the person who is the reason behind our success is our beloved Reverend Father Maria Xavier, Vice Rector, St. Philomena's Educational Institutions. Warm welcome, Father. I welcome all the community fathers of our St. Philomena's Educational Institutions, Mysore. He is not merely the head of the institution, he handles files and piles of development tools. Efficiency, discipline, and punctuality are his rules. Peace through education is his objective. A warm welcome to our beloved principal, Dr. Ravi J.D. Saldana. Warm welcome, sir. A vision turned into reality today. A welcome to Dr. Alphonsus de Souza, convener of this conference. Welcome you, sir. The success of the event stood upon the restless work of our organizing secretary, Dr. Noor Mubashir. Ma'am, a heartily welcome to you, ma'am. A warm welcome to respective delegates, research scholars, organizing committee members, teachers, faculties, and students. Once again, welcome to one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I welcome you too. I now request Dr. Noor Mubashir, HOD Department of MSW, and the organizing secretary to present the report of this 3-day international conference.
A very good morning to everyone present here. I, Dr. Noor Mubashir, CA, Organizing Secretary of the conference, stand before you to present the report on Multi-Disciplinary International Conference held from 9th to 11th February 2023. St. Philomena's College Autonomous, in collaboration with Xavier Board of Higher Education in India and ICT Academy, has organized a 3-day multidisciplinary international conference on the theme of digital transformation, sustainability, and well-being, a new perspective. The objective of the conference was to foster the ability to adapt and respond to developing technologies to enhance the quality of life, social equity, and environmental protection, to improve well-being and productivity for a sustainable future. The 3-day multidisciplinary international conference on the theme of digital transformation, sustainability, and well-being, a new perspective, jointly organized by St. Philomena's College and Xavier Board and ICT Academy at St. Philomena's College Indoor Stadium. The ceremony was officially inaugurated by the chief guest, Dr. Sister Teresa, CSST, Secretary General, Xavier Board of Higher Education in India, by watering a sapling. She expressed her immense joy for being part of this conference in collaboration with St. Philomena's College, which owns a legacy. She further congratulated the college for all its accomplishments on the occasion of Platinum Jubilee year. She expressed the way the college adapted for the swift change of time is remarkable. She concluded her words quoting the late. She concluded her chief guest note. His Grace, Most Reverend Dr. Bernard Morris, Apostolic Administrator, Diocese of Mysore, the President of the ceremony, released the book of proceedings, which serves as a reference for attendees throughout the conference. His presidential note was a quick mention on the necessity of the international community being aware of digital landscape. The inaugural function, adjourned with a vote of thanks delivered by Dr. Viveka Mary, Assistant Professor, PG Department of Commerce, St. Philomena's College. Followed by keynote address, Dr. Shad Ahmad Khan. He spoke about digital transformation, sustainability, and well-being under new perspective. Dr. Shad Ahmad Khan is a dedicated and passionate business management learner who is open to adapt different working environment and cultures with educational specialization. In his delivery to the keynote address, Dr. Shad emphasized the significance of planetary sustainability, which is a place where all of us are leading a healthy, happy, and harmonious life. He spoke that higher education institution has a lot more to do by providing a space for experiencing and embracing sustainable growth in addition to imparting knowledge and degrees of the students. He even conceptualized the idea of rendering this sort of experience to students as a theory. Dr. Khan further pointed out the issues regard the need of sustainable development, increase in food demand, and decrease in arable land area tops the list alarming depletion in resources to feed the population. This shrinking of arable lands in mainly due to mountain constructions, yet another issue, water storage stands as a serious concern, even though 70% of the earth is covered by water. He further spoke about modern farming, which involves vertical farming that requires minimum amount of land with methods of hydroponic system with zero soil usage, aquaponic system, which make use of fish, excreta has organic manure system that doesn't need soil, water, or sunlight. He wrapped up the session mentioning what future corporate tools which we use today as an analytics, conversion optimization, email marketing, search engine optimization, remarketing, smartphones, and business automation. We need to incorporate digitalization in terms of time, energy, and cost, welcome international competition, use technology wisely, and be more socially responsible. The next plenary session, Dr. R.K. Taylor, he spoke about robotic automation process in digital transformation. Dr. R.K. Taylor is working as a professor at the Department of Business Administration, School of Business and Commerce, Manipal University, Jaipur. He emphasized the benefits of RPA, and he discussed detailing in it can be implemented in any sector, including accounting and finance, human resources, supply chain, advertisement, and marketing, etc. Business expansions, new product development, demand forecasting, innovative ideas, 24/7 working environment, cost cutting are few areas where we can make use of RPA. The ultimate aim being satisfaction, RPA cuts shorts the waiting time. He highlighted the ability of RPA in increasing productivity as it provides an uninterrupted resource pool, faster services, increased manual productivity, eliminates the time spent, supports reconciliation, makes chatbots available, and prevent costly errors. The main challenges faced by RPA has, per Dr. Taylor, are employee onboarding, local corporation, environmental effects, and maintenance team, among which adapting a wrong RPA can cause major trouble. He concluded his talk mentioning ways to overcome these challenges as awareness, applicability, and adaptability. The afternoon session was followed by Dr. Kiran Fernandez. It was an online session which was being live telecasted by the resource person, and later it was being followed by paper presentation. The second day report, Dr. Suraj Francis Narona, leveraging digital transformation for well-being, a holistic approach. He emphasized digital technologies can be leveraged for our well-being by balancing its use. According to the speaker, it can be achieved through incorporating more time to off-screen life. This can be further enriched by practicing mindfulness, building strong social connections, maintaining a balanced diet, and developing good habits. Habits can be a cue which triggers a carving which provides a reward. In order to inculcate such a chain of healthy habits, technology should be used. He concluded the session urging us to look forward for and spend more time on things that make us happy. The fourth session, Dr. R.R. Hanchinal, prospect of secondary agriculture for sustainable livelihood, security of Indian farmers. Former Vice Chancellor, University of Agriculture Science, Dharwad. He mentioned the great potentiality for seed production in India, in particular in Karnataka, due to its diverse climate. Community seed banks and nurseries should be started in good number for seed processing and packaging. The farmers should be educated on OECD seed schemes, etc. India AIDS certificate public-private partnership to elevate the financing and profit in agriculture. Adding more to the secondary agricultural practices, Dr. Hanchinal said the farmers should go with profit-earning business along with cultivation. This includes sericulture, flower waste management for procurement of various products like bioethanol, fisheries, cultivations of horticultural crops, etc. The farmers can seek help in this regard from Krishna Vignana Kendra set up in all the states. The session ended with questions from audience regarding the implementation of these secondary agricultural practices, to which the speakers answered. Post-lunch session, the panel discussion. First speaker was Dr. Javed Naeem, overview on dimension of wellness. A physician, president of Mahan, Mysore. He spoke about the mental wellness. Dr. Javed Naeem said that a healthy body with a sick mind is a tragedy, and thus emotional well-being should be taken utmost care of. We should learn to understand the limitations and then try to suppress them. He also stressed on the importance of having a hobby. He concluded this talk with a remark on mental wellness, which would be attained by patience and act of forgiving. The second panelist, Dr. Asha Krishnamurthy, on social media and digital content creation, former Deccan Herald special correspondent, independent journalist, and media trainer. She spoke about both civic engagement and citizen participation. We should know how to communicate our needs specifically. The communication from the part of the government also should be done effectively by employing trained staff who is new media literate. The speaker also takes our attention towards the internet literacy, which is all more a serious concern as it decreases with increasing in age. The third speaker of the panelists, Dr. Naveen Kumar, HM. He spoke about organic farming and sustainability, entrepreneur, Abaya Natural Food Processing Unit, Ratnapuri Village, Hunsur, Mysore. Organic farming should be led to sustainability, giving no threat to our natural resources. Further, in order to ensure economic enhancement, it should rely on sustainable agricultural model. The model put forth a multiple dimension to agriculture, and procurement of rural employment takes place through practice like agri-tourism, value-added products. The panel discussion was concluded by the moderator, Bharati, and the plenary sessions were been concluded on the second day, followed by paper presentations. The third day, the first plenary session was by Professor G. Venkatesh Kumar. He spoke about the windows for well-being, a new perspective. The speaker strongly suggested the audience to express positive emotions in order to ensure well-being. However, people should possess a balance in these expressions. Emotions and feelings have to be controlled. Wellness is further defined by inner happiness, is defined self-esteem, self-respect, and personal pride. The physiological aspect of happiness is explained by bodily functions where neurons secrete chemical neurotransmitters and modulators, thus creating a long-lasting mental and physical experience. He put forth the different ways to achieve happiness, in which a few are by understanding the worth of life, discovering the purpose, and direction of life, and knowing and perceiving what really matters. The talk was concluded with his note on happiness. It was not a destination, but an omnipresent feature of life leading to well-being. Every day is an opportunity to make a new, happy ending. It was indeed a great opportunity to spread and share knowledge with happiness. I'm sure that it has brought us all together a better, sustainable world where we live and let live. I hope all these 3 days brought a transformation in all our lives with this positive energy. Let us be a change, make for a better tomorrow. Thank you. See you next day. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We are delighted to have a noble and intellectual personality, Reverend Dr. Varghese, Provincial Superior, CMI Mysore, as our chief guest. I now request Ms. Lydia Vandana, Assistant Professor, Postgraduate Department of Biochemistry, to introduce our guest to the gathering.
I would like to take this opportunity as a privilege and honor to introduce our chief guest, Reverend Dr. Varghese Kelamparambil, CMI, for this valedictory program. Reverend Dr. Varghese Kelamparambil is the Provincial Superior, CMI, St. Paul Province, Mysore. The Reverend Doctor has completed his Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology from University of Mysore. Reverend Father has got experience as a professor in psychology at Christ University, Bangalore. In the field of research, he has 3 main prominent works to be mentioned. Effect of counseling on adolescents in relation to self-concept, education aspiration, and psychological stress and adjustment problem. He has participated as a keynote speaker in 7th Critical Multicultural Counseling and Psychotherapy Conference at OISC University of Toronto. He was one of the presenters in REBT, Counseling Influence on Indiana Adolescent at Chicago, USA. With all these research done, Reverend Father also have published couple of articles in various journals, to mention a few. Attachment to God, Narratives of Roman Catholic Priest in Journal of Psychology and Theology in the year 2020. Process of Identity Development and Psychological Functioning, a critical review for the Indian context, published in Indian Journal of Social Psychiatry. Search for Security in New Gods and the People, Experience of Religious Converts in South India. Revisiting Psychotherapeutic Practice in Karnataka, Lesson from Indigenous Healing Methods. With all the above amazing publication, Reverend Doctor also has a book published titled The Effectiveness of Counseling on Adolescents in the year 2008, published by Center for Publication, Christ University, Bangalore. It's a privilege and honor to have Reverend Dr. Varghese, a religious who has worked in both religious and secular field, to deliver the valedictory address. I humbly request Reverend Father to enlighten us with your thoughts. I request Reverend Father to please take over. Thank you, Father.
I'm so friendly with the cordless mic, that's why I waited. So, Good afternoon to everyone here, the people on the dais and the people, those who are sitting in front of me. Thank you so much for inviting me for this valedictory function of something not new but something very strange for me and which I don't like also, but I'm supposed to speak. Yes, the topic is sorry. Okay. A little howling is there, no? Digital transformation, sustainability and well-being, a new perspective. If you want to know the new perspective, what is the present perspective? What is the present perspective of these three things? Digital transformation, sustainability and well-being. The present perspective is this: digital transformation happens in a high speed, whereas the sustainability and well-being is going down. Am I right? Do you agree with me? Yes. And for digital transformation, there is no control at all. It is going with a high speed. 2 years back, we started a course in Lavasa Christ University campus, data analytics. Today, people speak about big data. Big data. What is this big data? Remember, all your cells, all your touches, all your looks, all your words, everything is collected by this digital world and it becomes permanent. If you touch here, immediately it is connected. All my words are connected. So everything of ours is become eternal through digital world. Whereas the sustainability of the world, you have heard many things about food, many things about the other essentials for human life. That is getting affected. At the same time, human well-being also getting affected. For example, I will ask you one mathematical problem. Who will be giving me the answer within 3 seconds? Are you ready? A mathematical problem. 33 into 3 into 1 into 2, how much? 1, 2, 3. Yes. 198. 198, it's correct. But you were little delayed. Earlier, to the accountants, to the mathematics people, those who study mathematics, they used to say it very quickly. It is not possible for now, for us. Why? That mental power is delegated to this one. Earlier, before mobile phone, it was calculators, isn't it? And the first calculators didn't have the mathematical solutions. Nowadays, that also is there. But now we don't use calculators. Everything is here. The mental power is delegated to this. And also, you know the Google Chechi, you say Google Chechi, no? Who takes you everywhere. Wherever you want to go, Google Chechi will help you. Therefore, there is a power of mind to locate the places. That power is also delegated to the digital world. So our mind is becoming very weak and weak. But all of you remember, our mind cannot sit idle. Something should happen in our mind all 24 hours. That is the nature of the mind. The positive things are not happening. Therefore, what happens there? All negative things are happening. That's what I'm going to show you through the digital media and human well-being. All science, the ultimate aim of all science, whether it is big data or data analytics or whatever it is, finally, the aim should be well-being. Well-being, don't forget. If it is not for the betterment of the human being, that is not a science. Therefore, my dear friends, shall we begin with a smile, not with the negativity? Smile, all of you, please smile. Smile, please. Why it is difficult? Because you are worried with your mobile phones. I saw many people sitting there. See, all of them are looking at the mobiles. See, all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See. Are they enjoying the life? Are they listening to me? No. The same thing happens to you also. Therefore, please use your mobile off your face. Let us get connected. We are connected to this one most of the time. Let us get connected to the people. That will create more positivity in your mind. Yes. Don't forget this. People get agitated with the improvement of digital world. But remember, it is a gift of God. We cannot avoid it. We cannot be hatred towards it. It's a gift of God. How? It is a science. It is the result of knowledge. Knowledge. And knowledge is given by the Lord. He, the God, permits us to develop. Therefore, it's a gift of God. Yes, this is it. The age of communication revolution. You know it. Earlier, you had tails. But now they say, oh, our ancestors have got tail. Now we don't have it. You remember when the mobile phone started, it was big one. Wireless started. No, there will be a stand and we will keep the phone here. After that, Reliance came with a mobile phone. There was a combo. Is it? Remember that? There was a combo. Then after that, it became Nokia came with very small ones. Then Motorola came with a little more bigger ones. Then smartphones started. Now the iPhones. Now people think that earlier people thought if the mobile phone is very small, that is good. Now people think that if mobile phone is big, everybody will feel that, okay, I have a good mobile phone. That is the revolution happened. From industrial revolution to information revolution, that is the age. Information technology is defining and reshaping the way we live, relate, work, and make sense of our world. Information technology interprets everything of human race now. Yes, this digital media revolution, in the COVID time, it became 100 times fast. And most of the people started. And even not even 1 year, a 6-month-old child will use the mobile digital world now. And they are very expert, better than all of us, isn't it? Therefore, all these areas are covered. All human areas are covered with digital world now. Otherwise, you have to go somewhere in a dark forest or go deeper into the sea and stay there. Even there, the digital world will come. This is a super highway. If you want to make a call from here to USA, within seconds, his photo also, his picture also will come to you, isn't it? How fast it is. Yes, but remember, it is not the digital world who has to control you people. But remember, this is the first lesson I have to tell you. You have to control the digital world, what you use. Otherwise, you become idiots and they become our masters. Human beings are called to be the masters of the world. When God has created everything, and finally He created the human being and said, be the master. Am I right? But nowadays we become the slaves of this digital world. Yes, see that. The largest country in the world today is not our Russia, but it is Facebook. How many people? How many of you are there in Facebook? Please raise the hand. Facebook people. Few only. Hey, lying. Surely I don't use also. It's because I lose the time, that's why. Not because that I am not interested. So they are called as netizen. So today's largest world is the Facebook world. As if you do not change, therefore if you do not change, you can become extinct. You are nobody. Therefore you have to use it. I am emphasizing, even to the religious people, I say you have to use it. But for God's glory, not for becoming slaves to the digital world. Remember this, the Indian education system is very, very slow in adapting. Am I right, Varna Prakash? Even if you go to the government schools, no? Most of the government institutions, they still want us to write everything in the ledger book. So maybe around 10 years back, when we took from the university, when we took the application forms to the university office in the CD, they didn't accept it. Bring the book. All inspection also, they come and ask, where is it? Library. Which software use here? Koha. When we started that Koha, everything can be entered there. Everything you will get. But when they came for the inspection, they said, no. Bring the book. We are very, very slow. And especially those who are teaching here, no, you are very slower than your students. It's a challenge for you. Please. Otherwise, they will not listen to you. They will not accept you. They will not respect you. The Indian education system is very slow. I don't know why. Therefore, let us see this. How to approach these attitudes to the digital technology. Dear friends, most of us may be of this. Though we use it, we may be very pessimistic to that. Throw away, especially the parents, the fathers, sisters, and the teachers. When your students use the mobile phone in your classroom, you say, who is that? What is that? What are you doing? But let us have this. Let us approach with optimism. It is a good world which you can use it for progress. You can use it for sustainability, and you can use it for well-being. Yes, so many sisters are using it. Digital technology divide the humanity into two communities. That you are remember. The younger generation, they are born in this world. They are called as natives. Whereas for me, I learned, and I am very slow in learning. Many things I don't know. And I am just an immigrant. The difference you should understand, especially the teachers. When you take the class, your children will be smarter in your classroom in the digital world. How will you accept and respect them? If you don't do that, they will reject you. Therefore, all immigrants in the digital world try to learn more and more and make it creative, and they want everything in the digital world. You will come to know it. Yes, this is the world, no? We had only 3 monkeys before. Now the 4th monkey appeared. He will be with the mobile phone, he or she will be with the mobile phone. He won't talk to anybody. He won't listen to anybody. He won't see anybody. Everything is in mobile phone. We see the people there, no? That corner you can see, everybody looks there. There, 2 or 3 students are with the mobile phone. They don't listen to me. They don't see anything. They don't speak also. They listen. How will you deal with the 4th one? Yes, let us boldly become citizen of the digital world. The church also, remember, it is run by the preach. Church also needs to be concerned for and present in the world of communication in order to dialogue with people today and to help them to become the agents of well-being and sustainability. That is our concern. The biggest joke is this. All people will say that it will save our time. Is it true? Is it true? If we start searching for something, they will show so many things. And we will search for next one, and years, again. And nowadays, the students will go to bed maybe at 3 o'clock and get up at 10 o'clock in the morning. They don't save the time. They lose the time if you are not the masters of this digital world. And see, becoming expert, we become tempted to use it all the time. Even though so many restrictions are there, we use it, tempted. See, this is just few. Thousands, millions are there. Which one we will use? Which one we will check? Therefore, the digital technology leads to the ideology of postmodernism. Please concentrate here. I told you, we decline in our well-being and sustainability because of this. The well-being is lost by becoming addicted or slaves to the digital world. Should not be. Yes, the culture of postmodern digital world is speaking about culture of instant gratification. We'll come to that. Culture of graphics, culture of uncentered pluralism, culture of inclusion, culture of virtual reality. Yes, culture of instant gratification. I don't care anything, I want it now. That is the mentality we develop, the negative mentality. Earlier, we had to share, we had to wait, but nowadays, the young generation do not want to wait. I want it now. It says, I want to have it all, I want it right now. That's the mentality. If they don't like anything in the class, immediately they will raise the question in their own way. They do not look at the tradition, ethics, or values. I want it now. That is the culture of instant gratification. Are you the slaves of this? Then negativity starts. No, tomorrow, later, now only. Yes, culture of graphics. We want this only. Whatever we see in the computer, that is the rule. Culture of graphics, what I see, what I want to become. And it gives, the multimedia gives the visual arts. We are addicted to that. We don't see the smile of the faces. We don't see the difficulty of our other human beings. We will be always spending time in graphics. And see, culture of uncentered pluralism. This is a small family with 2 children, right? Okay, 2 children. Everybody is busy with their work. Everybody. And nowadays, parents are also doing that, no? If the child cries, immediately they show the cartoon picture. If you want to feed the child will reject it. Immediately, you will show the cartoon picture. And unknowingly, you will push the food into the mouth of the child, isn't it? That is uncentered pluralism. And you do not know from where and from what you have to choose. Which is best, we do not know. So many things are available and we are always confused. We are not able to make the decision. That is, see, Albert Einstein said, can you read that? I fear the day that the technology will surpass our human interaction. The world will have a generation of idiots. He told, our generation has become idiots. Am I right? There is no practical sense. There is no practical sense. Next one is culture of inclusion. I should be everywhere. I should be accepted by everywhere. Whether I am capable, able, I'm not fit. That doesn't matter. I should be. I should be. It is not a question of right or wrong or a moral, immoral, but to be in and not to be left behind. Next is individualism, culture of individualism. We become individual. You will see some more slides there. Next is culture of affirmation. Whatever I do, whatever I say, that is right. I don't want to listen to you. That is because we do not relate with other human beings. We always relate with the digital world. So that does not help us to have more interaction, have a well-being. See here, everything we can do with this 2 fingers. Papa, why should I need 5 fingers? The imagination changes. There's a culture of virtual reality. Our children watch the cartoon films, not the video games, video games. And everywhere you see in the video games, either or isn't it? Most of the games. Finally, they think that I have to win. I have to win. And virtually what I have seen, that has to be done in the society also. It is not possible, right? Sitting in the with the computers and its language. Finally, we forgot our language. And he was using the computers. Finally, he was drowned. And he was asking for something. What is that? Help, help, help. He forgot the word help. In the computer, if you touch F1, 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 it is help, help, help. He forgot. So many words are changed now. Next, see, Mama, I don't have a password. Why? I don't have a password. Whatever I do in the computer with a password. Our culture changed. Dear Andy, how have you been? Your mother and I am fine. We miss you. Please sign off your computer and come downstairs for something to eat. Love, Dad. In your staff room also, do you do the same? No, to the front sitting there. Huh? Human interaction is gone. Therefore, human well-being is gone. See this. Earlier, we used to say, Mama, I am here. Please come back and take me. It happens. You can see everywhere. According to a research, 87% of young people have back pain. Those who are sitting there know they have back pain. Now also they sit like that. What is the meaning of it? The other 13% have no computer or mobile phone. Another study says, early to bed and early to rise proves that the person has no computer. That is the culture developing. Help, I am online, I can't get off. Therefore, the first one I told you, postmodernism you should not follow, because that will make you to the negativity. Opposite and come to the social interactions and develop. Your personal witnessing is more important. Personal witnessing in front of others. When you use the computer's digital world, you should be a role model. You should not forget your community, the society, the family, the elderly, the teachers, the respectful. Be a witness, role model in the cyberspace. We do not have a choice on whether we do digital media or social media. The question is how well we do it. If we can do it well, the sustainability is granted. Human well-being also is granted. Social media is like God permanent. I told you, what happens in social media stays in Google forever. Your presence in this world became permanent because of the digital world. Therefore, thank you. Please smile like that. All of you, those who are using the smile, are gone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Reverend Father, for the valedictory address, and thank you, Ms. Lydia Vandana, for introducing Reverend Dr. Varghese. Feedback improves learners' confidence, motivates one to learn more, encourages and boosts performance. May I now call upon a few delegates to give us the feedback regarding the conference.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Pratima Bhatt, from Assistant Professor in Department of Electronics, Jyotiniwas College Autonomous, Bangalore. Respected dignitaries on the stage and off the stage, I thank and appreciate the topic of the international conference, which is very much apt of the day for today's date, both for the faculty as well as the students. I could attend the talk on the first day online mode so that at the same time I could take the class in my college as well as attending the talks of the conference. So digital transformation has really led to a good way. A warm welcome by Dr. Poonima ma'am was truly overwhelming on the second day when I arrived here. Time-to-time communication in WhatsApp group was well in time communicated with us by the coordinators. Paper presentation went well yesterday. Food was very tasty. I thank the management and the coordinators of this conference and all the members of Philomena College for well-organized this international conference, and my best wishes to conduct many more in coming years. Thank you, one and all.
A pleasant afternoon to all gathered here. At the outset, I would like to place my sincere thanks for the organizers for giving me a chance to express my views. This conference was well thought and well planned. From the selection of the theme, it is very appropriate for our present day as we are moving ahead and embracing the new education policy for having equality and equity and well-being and holistic development for students. So this topic is very relevant for our present day generation, for teachers as well as for students. For me, personally, it was great refreshing because last 2 years, I couldn't attend any of these conferences to sharpen or hone my skills. So these topics, which are from various fields, like we got insights from technology, that is digital literacy and digital world, including artificial intelligence, agriculture, management, that is business management, and wellness, medical as well as emotional wellness, and even from media also. Our responsibility to get engaged as a responsible citizens. So I thank the organizers for selecting the topic, and as my previous fellow participant has shared, we got good communication through our WhatsApp about the location, about our paper presentation schedule, about various events time to time, and it was well planned. It started on time. All the presenters, they also kept the time, and except 1 or 2, all the sessions were very interactive. And regarding our PowerPoint, I would like to give a suggestion. It's not bad, but their PowerPoint presentation was customized for small screens. But when it is projected in big screens and the color combination, many of us felt that it was difficult for us to read what was written on the PowerPoint presentation. So if you could brief beforehand the resource person, that would be good for all of us to get benefit with all the senses. Some are visual learners, some are auditory learners, some are kinesthetic learners. So for all the learners, it will cater to their needs. So thank you once again for giving these opportunities, and it is well arranged and well coordinated program.
Good afternoon, Reverend Fathers on the dais and off the dais, and professors. I really appreciate, and also I go along with these two delegates for their experience in this campus for 3 days. That is informing us well in advance regarding the schedules, time management, WhatsApp groups, everything was well informed. So when we came here, we felt it at home. It was very easy for us. Secondly, as one of our delegates said, even I agree with that, we had a digital transformation. Since I work in Mysore, so first days I was online, then I came offline, so that transformation happening to me also. Then 2 reasons I'm very happy. One is I am the old student of this college. I studied my PUC and degree here. Then second is 75 years of the celebration. Happy to see St. Philomena's sustaining for 75 years. The topics were well selected. There was a spiral binding, spiral link to the topics. Very good. Digital transformation to psychological well-being. So all the topics were good. Time management, schedules, food was very good. Then finally, the climax was very good. That is today's last session. Father Verghese always is on the top of whatever he gives. I've attended a couple of sessions and teaching and skills. And this today, really, he opened up another picture of digital transformation and its effects. Thank you, Father. Maybe as a teacher here and as a parent, I take your words very seriously. The climax is very impactful. Maybe as we go, we can take these things home. Take home is this last impact. Thank you, Father. And I thank all the organizers, Reverend Fathers, rectors, principals, for selecting this theme. And we pray that God sustain us for another to see St. Philomena's at centenary celebration. Thank you. All the best.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Ambika. I'm from Bangalore Jain College. Probably I don't have much to say because all of my fellow colleagues have spoken about how well it was planned. Special thanks to all the organizing committee of St. Philomena's College who have meticulously planned the entire event. We did not realize how we passed 3 days. All the lectures were very interesting, and we realized how digitalization has tapped all our life and how should we use it. Probably today when we walk out, we'll be better persons with a good wellness quotient in us. We'll be looking forward for much more these kinds of seminars. And a special thanks for the organizing committee, teacher coordinators who had constantly in touch with us. Any kind of a doubts we had, never they said no. Every time they were there for us, they solved our issues and guided us really very well. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you all, dear delegates, for your valuable feedback. Now it's time for the distribution of certificates. I now call upon Mr. Jinson, HOD, Department of Psychology, to carry on the certificate distribution ceremony.
Dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, and the participants, very good afternoon to everyone. Any conferences or seminar and intellectual deliberations will go unrecognized if we don't record and certify them. As a record of this conference proceedings, the organizing committee is happy to distribute the certificates to the delegates. and all the participants. But just to save time and as a ceremony, we distribute the certificates on the stage only for few selected delegates. As I call their names, please enter the stage towards my right and exit the stage towards my left. Now, may I request Reverend Monsignor Dominic Vaz, Episcopal Vicar, Diocese of Mysore, to distribute the certificates. Ms. Pratima Bhatt, Jyotinivas College, Bangalore. Gangu B, Government First Grade College, Hanagodu. Abhishek Prasad, Periyar University, Salem. Tenzin Jangchup, St. Philomena's College, Mysore. Santosh Mallappa Ganigar, S.R. Gandhi Arts and Commerce Science College, Mudal. Thank you, Monsignor.
Thank you, Monsignor, for doing the honors. A big thanks to you all dear participants for your dedication and outstanding efforts. Leadership is unlocking people's potential to become better. I request Reverend Monsignor Dr. Dominic Vaz, Episcopal Vicar, Diocese of Mysore, to deliver the presidential remarks.
Dear dignitaries on the dais, and my dear participants, I am very, very happy to congratulate the rector, principal, the staff, and all the organizers of this conference, Multi-Disciplinary International Conference on Digital Transformation, Sustainability and Well-being, a New Perspective. It is a milestone in the field of education. And we have to congratulate the St. Philomena's College, because as they are celebrating the Platinum Jubilee this year of the establishment, they have rendered yeoman service for the last 75 years. I also have benefited from here because it is also my alma mater. I have done my PUC over here. And further, from this prestigious institution, thousands and thousands of people have passed through the portals of this great college, and they might have reached the great heights. And as a feather to the cap, we would say that this conference which you have organized is very, very relevant. Why? Because I remember, many of you may know Kannada. In Kannada, there is a beautiful poem by D.V. Gundappa, Mankutimma's poems. There is Hosa Chiguru Haleberu Kudiralu Marasobagu, Hosa Yukti Hale Tattva Dodagude Dharma. Rishi Vakya Dodane Vijnana Kalamela Vise, Jasavu Jana Jivanake Mankutimma. Hosa Chiguru Haleberu means which tree is beautiful? A tree which has deep roots and plenty of shoots and fruits and flowers. Likewise, in any institution or any religion, our roots should be deep and flowers should be plenty. Means the education, what we are imparting to the students, should be well deep It is the same education we are imparting. But as the days goes past by, we have to adapt it to the modern circumstances, to the modern science. Hale tattva, hosa yukti, hale tattva. So with the newness, we have to impart the same education. More or less, Jesus also says the same thing in the Gospels. We should not we cannot stitch a old garment cloth into a new garment. Both will tear. Or the new wine we cannot put into old wine skins. New wine into new wine skins. Which means that we have to adapt ourselves to the modern times. So this was the main thrust of the conference was the modern students should be taught in the modern digital and technological way with the new ideas and new methods. So in this digital and technological world, our education must be adapted to the changing signs of the times. So a few thoughts I would like to give on the digital transformation of education today. Digital and social media play a significant role in education today. It opens a new world of reality to the learner. In today's technological world, we are called to be limitless in our imagination, blending the best of face-to-face instruction with the flexibility of online and digital learning have the higher education experience for the learners. Learners today realize that a combination of digital, online, virtual, distance, and blended mode of learning at the learner's own pace has more benefits than the traditional mode of learning in a fixed place and a fixed time. As we have already seen, some participants, first day they participated online. Second day they came here. So this is the today's reality. Students would learn today from anywhere and everywhere. Thus, digital education has made learning easier for both students and the educators. It is important to realize that the institutions have to prepare students for the future of work, which would be different. Today, challenges are different. We have to prepare the students for new work, new challenges. Some of the globally emerging job roles are data analysis and artificial intelligence, machine learning specialists, big data specialists, general and operations manager, digital transformation specialist, organization development specialist. All these are new challenges today, new jobs today. For that, we have to prepare the students. Digital education has many advantages. It offers personalized and self-directed learning. Student could have access to education from anywhere at any place. Learning could be blended and collaborative learning is possible today. I am happy, concluding this my short presidential address, that this multidisciplinary international conference on digital transformation, a new perspective, has provided an arena for academicians, researchers, corporate students, and others to share and enrich their knowledge and exposure. Surely this exposure and to this knowledge will bear fruit, no doubt, in the years to come. I wish all the participants that with this exposure, you venture into the new world. Learn that there are drawbacks in the digital world, as Father Verghese has already pointed out. But let us control the drawbacks and gain more and more from the positive aspect, enrich ourselves and also enrich others. I wish you all the success, all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Monsignor. Gratitude is the sign of noble souls. Gratitude transforms ordinary into thanksgiving, turns routine job into joy. Thank you is a word, when it is said with whole heart and soul, radiates peace, love, and harmony. Saying big thanks means telling the other person that we love you for all that you are to us. I now request Dr. Alphonsus de Souza, Associate Professor, Undergraduate Department of Chemistry, and the convener of the conference to propose vote of thanks.
Very good afternoon to all. Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, and my dear friends. No one knows or achieves success, does so without the cooperation of others. The wise and confident acknowledge this help with gratitude. Alfred North Whitehead. As a convener of the international conference, it is my duty and priority to show heartfelt gratitude who work towards the success of the conference. Let me first start by giving glory to the Almighty God for making this multidisciplinary international conference a resounding success. It gives me great honor to thank Reverend Monsignor Dr. Dominic Vaz, Episcopal Vicar for Religious Diocese of Mysore, for accepting our invitation and presided over the valedictory function of this 3-day multidisciplinary international conference on digital transformation, sustainability, and well-being, a new perspective, and delivering presidential address. On behalf of everyone present here, I extend heartfelt thanks to you, dear Father. Now I request Reverend Father Bernard Prakash, Rector of the institution, to hand over memento. I am privileged to render special thanks to Reverend Dr. Varghese Kelamparembil, Provincial Superior, CMI, St. Paul's Province, Mysore, for accepting our invitation and sharing his valuable thoughts. On behalf of Philo's family, I thank you very much, Father. As a token of appreciation, I now request our rector of the institution to hand over memento. Great leaders don't tell us what to do, they show us how it is done. We have such a leader, Reverend Father Bernard Prakash Barnis, rector manager of the institution, who always show the way to reach the goal. On behalf of everyone present here, I extend heartfelt thanks to dear Father. I render special thanks to Reverend Father Maria Xavier, Vice Rector of the St. PHILOMENA'S institutions, who is the brain behind this conference. His unceasing zeal has motivated us to work with more commitment and enthusiasm. His handholding has showed us the right direction in executing the plan successfully. On behalf of everyone present here, I extend a heartfelt thanks to dear Father. Special thanks to Reverend Father Praveen Kumar, Campus Administrator, Reverend Father Christopher S.J., Reverend Father Bhaskar, Brother Dolphy DeMello, who are always spreading the fragrance of the confidence and encouragement in the campus. Thank you, dear fathers. A sincere thanks to our beloved Principal, Dr. Ravi J. Saldana, who is an inspiring spirit behind all the activities of the college. Thank you, sir. Thanks to Mr. Prakash Kutino, IQAC coordinator, for his valuable suggestions and tips for the success of the conference. It gives me great honor to thank Professor Othbert Pinto, Director of PG Center, Professor Sanjay Nair, Vice Principal, Professor Nagarajaras, Academic Coordinator, Professor Brito Dominic Ryan, Control of Examination. Thank you very much, sirs. A word of appreciation to all the special invitees, Reverend Fathers and Sisters who have made their warm presence. On behalf of management, staff and students, I render my heartfelt thanks. I am privileged to render special thanks to all my colleagues, both PG and UG, and all the members of PHILO's family. It is you who made this conference successful. Thank you very much, my dear colleagues. Well done is better than well said. Leadership is about taking responsibility, not making excuses. It gives me great honor to thank Dr. Noor Bobashir, Organized Secretary of the conference. Thank you, Madam. Dr. Viveka Mary and Dr. Purnima Umesh, coordinators of the conference, along with the core committee members, Ms. Lydia Vandana, Mr. Felon Amal, Ms. Reena Mol, Dr. Soumya, and Dr. Sunil D'Souza, who have taken the utmost care and interest for the smooth conduct of the conference. They have worked day and night with one goal for the success of this conference. Thank you, madams and sirs. For the conference, we have made a number of committees. Since a week, or since 15 days, I was just looking for a space for me to work, or do something. But every committee I visited and just see, I did not find anything to do anything. Every committee is working so meticulously, nothing to be left with for me to do work. And all the committees are like this. Coming together is beginning, keeping together is progress, working together is success. I owe my sincere gratitude to all the coordinators and members of various committees such as registration, invitation, stage committee, stationery committee, decoration committee, MC committee, documentation committee, IT and portal, reporting committee, certificate committee, discipline committee, transport, tours and travel, food, logistics, finance, accommodation, cultural committee for their sincere work in organizing this program. My special thanks to all my dear students who were instrumental in smooth conduct of this program. Lovely students, you are the butterflies in this beautiful garden of PHILO's. Special thanks to all the student volunteers who have done their best. Sincere thanks to all delegates, those who are present in this conference. I hope you had a memorable time with us during these 3 days. Doors of PHILO's are always open, and you are welcome to this campus anytime. Thanks to all the members of the advisory board and editorial board. A word of appreciation to all the resource persons and moderators for their excellent contribution. Thanks to all the non-teaching staff, technical assistants, Mr. John, Swaminathan, Martin, Rajesh, Vivek, Manoj, housekeeping personnel, supervisor, Mr. Rajesh Maskaranes, account section, office staff, security staff, and college drivers, Mariappa and Naveen. Thanks to everyone. I am grateful to police and media personnel for their presence and support. Part of the secret success of the event is food. In this regard, I thank Ms. Rini Brown and students of BTHM department for their hospitality for the delegates. A special thanks to Mother Caterers and staff providing delicious food. Once again, I thank one and all who have worked directly or indirectly for the success of this program. Thank you one and all. Have a pleasant time. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May I now call upon our principal, Dr. Ravi J.D. Saldana, for general announcements.
A short meeting is convened for the UG staff soon after the valedictory program. I request all the UG staff to stay back after the program is over. Now I am here to add a few lines to what the convener of the international conference has said. As you all know, an international conference of this magnitude does not happen overnight. It requires enormous amount of preparation. So I'm here to convey my sincere appreciation and thanks to the entire organizing committee. Just a couple of months ago, prior to the valedictory of Platinum Jubilee, our Vice Rector casually told me that we have plans to organize one international conference as part of Platinum Jubilee celebration. I had a sarcastic laugh because I knew Father is into higher education just for a few years. He has no previous experience as such. And it involves a huge budget as well, whether the management will permit or not in thousands, it amounts in lakhs. It requires coordination from the staff. Everything, it cannot happen in 1 or 2 months. But Father was keen on it. He went on insisting. However, by, I should say, bad luck, this could not materialize before the valedictory of Platinum Jubilee, but I am sure it's not too late. We have proved it, and as the convener of the conference rightly pointed out, this conference is the brainchild of our Vice Rector, ably guided by him under his leadership. Though he is inexperienced in organizing an international conference at the higher education level, but he has proved that he has that ability. So So in consultation with the administrative head, he took a bold step in forming a organizing committee, and immediately he selected a few names like Dr. Noor Mubashir, the organizing secretary, who had a previous experience, and Dr. Alphonsus de Souza to be the convener for this international conference. And taking their suggestions, various other committees were also formed, and a few people involved themselves in the preparations right from the beginning till the end. It will be a big fault on my part if I do not mention their names at this juncture. Dr. Noor Mubashir, the organizing secretary, Dr. Alphonsus de Souza, the convener of the conference, along with them a team, Mrs. Lydia Vandana, PG Department of Biochemistry, HOD, Mrs. Reena Mall, UG Department of Computer Science, Mr. Felon Amal, PG Department of Physics, Dr. Soumya P, Sociology, Head, UG Department, and ICT Coordinator, Dr. Sunil de Souza. All of them, we have been witnessing past 2 months. We are meeting frequently. though they formed few committees, and these people were overseeing the preparations, and we have received the feedback from our delegates, how systematically it was organized, how well it went on. So our sincere thanks from the administration end. Sorry, I left out two names, Dr. Viveka Mary too, and Dr. Purnima of Hindi department. Sorry for the lapse. These people together as a team worked relentlessly, tirelessly for the last 2 months, and have seen to that everything went on well. As I said, the delegates themselves expressed the feedback, the positive things that have happened during the conference. If my memory goes well, this is the 4th such international conference happening in our institution. So we have the confidence that in the days to come, we'll be having many such conferences ahead. Now, on behalf of the institution, I would like to extend my sincere appreciations and thanks to all those who are involved in this international conference, and a special word of thanks to Reverend Father Maria Xavier, the Vice Rector, and all the organizing committee members, organizing secretary, convener. So thanks to all of them. So before we disperse, I request the UG staffs to stay back for important instructions and announcements.
Thank you, sir. Let's all now rise with pride and honor for the national anthem.